Joining me in the studio this morning is Sarah Anderson Rawlins, who has won a fantastic award, the Pearson National Teaching Awards. She's the winner. She's fought off tough competition to win that, and we just thought that as her being sort of more or less local and connected to the radio station, that we'd have her here this morning. You can watch this interview on Inspiration FM Live. Sarah joins in the studio. Sarah, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
And did you know you was going to be nominated for this award?
No, I didn't. No, so I was nominated by members of the staff at school. Mm-hmm. And it was a complete surprise until Wednesday morning, when I thought that I was surprising them with awards, and then I had the award presented to me by Louis Byrne, who is he's a celebrity hairstylist, but he's also an ambassador at school, and he's also a local, so he's also originally from Northampton. And he came from London to present me with the award, which was really, really good of him, and it was great. Yeah, a real shock.
Real shock for you.
Yeah.
Let's talk about teaching. How did you get into teaching, and tell us a little bit about your school?
Okay, so I started teaching just before I had my first son, actually, and I was a speech and drama teacher. I used to work at the Music and Performing Arts School, music school, and I worked with the most amazing lady. She was my teacher and my mentor, and that was Mrs. Rita Lofts. And she guided me, she mentored me through the subject, and she just... I just took off from
Excel
there. Really.
From there.
Yeah.
And that's over the years I interviewed many people from the performing. So it's good to see that the legacy of that is still living on.
Still going.
You started there, and I have to take my hat off to anyone who teaches in a school, because it is not easy. Tell us a bit about your school.
So I'm head of school at Riverside Meadows Academy, which is a split site school. So I have 60 children in St Neots, and I have 30 over in Wisbech. So it's quite a drive for me to sort of, but there are children from Northampton who attend my St Neots school. It's a school for children who haven't managed to. It hasn't worked out for them in mainstream school, and they have additional needs and social, emotional, mental health needs. So that's why they're with me, and I'm really fortunate to have them, actually. So.
Great school, and as you said, it's a special school doing special things for special people. Amazing. So the award has landed on you. I mean, have you sort of like at this moment in time had enough time to actually grasp it and realise what it means? Because it's actually a very big award.
Yeah, it really is. No, it hasn't. I don't think it truly has sunk in. I'm here talking to you, which is just. I'm really honoured to be here. I think it's an absolute privilege to be here. I'm a real fan of Inspiration FM. I think it is brilliant for the community, and I follow it and also share with my staff, because I think it's really important that the staff hear, and so we are all very, very avid listeners to this. But no, it hasn't sunk in at all. No.
The tears.
Yes, there were, unfortunately. I tried not to, but there were, yeah.
Right. We've got the award. For those of you who are watching online at Inspiration FM Live, I'm just going to put the award. It's quite heavy, isn't it?
Yeah.
So normally when you get an award, you can tell how important the award is by the weight. You know what I mean? If you don't weigh much, well, you know what I mean? But this is very heavy. Just hold on. It says the Pearson National Teaching Awards. You are the winner. Do you get to keep this?
We do, yes. So this one's for excellence in special educational needs, and we were also, which was the surprise that I thought I was giving the staff, we also won the Bronze Award for the 2021 Lockdown Heroes as a whole school. So we also won a Bronze Award as a whole school. So the whole school are award winners as well.
That is really good. So two great pieces of news in one day. Brilliant stuff, and long may it continue. Long may it continue. Great work, all the effort that's gone into this. Do you think some of the kids will be listening to this morning? Did you let them know you were on?
Well, we do have, well, I mean, I'm not sure they'll be up. I don't know. They are teenagers, so they are secondary. But we do share everything with the children. So it's something that we will share with the children on Monday. So they're part of it. Because I think that's part of our community, is we share everything, involve them in everything.
And we were speaking just off air a little while ago about how important it is during lockdown, because during lockdown you worked all the way through that. You didn't stop. What was it like?
Really quite surreal. I remember the day in March, actually, when I had to sort of say to the children, I get quite upset actually, because it says when I had to say to the children that we were closing the school, and their little faces and that uncertainty, I think was it was quite scary really for everybody. And then what we started to recognise, we had an online one-to-one, so we were seeing the children, but we really did notice that it was impacting on their mental health hugely. And so we were relieved when we could start having the children back in school. And we just didn't stop. The staff were phenomenal in supporting, and they did all sorts of crazy things and dressing up and doing wacky lessons and just being
creative.
It's very, very creative to keep the attention. The attendance was superb, actually, I have to say.
That is good.
Yeah.
It's a learning curve for a lot of us, who's teaching and in education, to actually be doing lessons in that way. And having to learn it almost, some of us, instantly. Hit the ground running.
Yeah.
The fact that the attendance was good is outstanding anyway, to keep everybody interested in that. And then again, of course, opening back up the schools and getting everybody back. And then are some of the young people expressing that, during that time, of being in lockdown, that they needed extra support because I'm hearing that's a lot in many schools.
I think we supported the families, so it wasn't just the children, it was families, it was siblings. We were providing food. We noticed that there was a real need, so a lot of our children were struggling, so our chef was preparing food and we were delivering food. We were delivering lots and lots of activities, packs, but we were including not only our pupils, but we were including the whole family, because the whole family were affected. Yeah, absolutely. We had a lot of the children back into school as quickly as we could. And a lot of them wanted to be outside because obviously they were in their homes. But yes, their mental health really did suffer. And I think it will continue. Herself.
Is there any advice or support that we can give to young listeners this morning, or indeed parents or carers listening to this morning, to seek some advice and support, maybe for our young people who may have experienced, their mental health being troubled during this time? What can we do?
Well, we have actually, if you wish to speak to we have a psychotherapist at schools, so we are lucky, probably very unique in the sense that we actually do have a school therapist called Bo Roberts, and on our website we have lots of links to other external support that people can access. But I just think, for our learners in particular, it was our community, it's how we sort of approached them, and it was on an individual basis, for their needs or whatever their needs were. But there's, please, have a look on our website if that's helpful.
I had a lady in last week. She's developed an app. Her son suffered from anxiety and autism. She's developed an app that she's putting into schools that can help the young children. It sounded like a great idea. How it's got things on there. You can record stuff, bully buttons. It's got mentors on there. An amazing app, but you can only access it through school. She was saying, so I might have to hook you up.
That would be good.
Good.
That would be good.
So that was last week, and we're speaking more education this week. So it's been a pleasure having you in this morning here on the show. Your reward as well.
Thank you.
Where is going to put? You better. I mean, if you've got some shelves at home, you need to put this on a better not put it on a shelf that's something that I built, because it will be coming down. If I built the shelf, it would not be carrying that. But have you took it off the mantelpiece this morning to bring it here?
I have, and I've dusted it down.
Yeah.
Just to keep it. And I said I'll return it. Yeah, to the man.
Well, just have a quick look for our listeners online on Inspiration FM Live. It's lovely. It weighs about £4. You know what I mean? Only because when you're doing the shopping, you pick the sugar up. Yeah, it weighs about £4. It's shiny, and it's got Pearson's National Teaching Awards winner. And you're the head teacher.
I am.
I mean,
yeah.
My head teacher never looked like you. When I was you often hear that people, when you say you're the head teacher, people say you.
Yes, they sometimes walk straight past me, and because they don't think that I am the head teacher. But it was quite funny. You sort of within our school community, we have. It's not a sort of hierarchy thing at all. I'm really keen that it is a community of individuals and professionals who look after these children. And we have an amazing chef, as I said, and we had Bangladesh chicken, which was lovely. We have a different meal every week from a different country, so that the children can experience different tastes and spices and foods and different things. Great chef. And but there was rice, and I have OCD, so after the children had their food, I could just see rice, so I go trooping past with a hoover. That's fine in my school. And the children accept it, that Sarah has OCD, so she's going to, and rice really is not on the floor. So so you just have to get used to it. Nobody
Fantastic.
really knows. Yeah.
Great schools. Fantastic. And yeah, it's well done on the award. And to see that someone so local to us and connected to Northamptonshire in so many ways has won that award, you deserve a pat on the back. You know those long nights, the education, the extra mile that we go, because we all know that school doesn't just start at 8 in the morning, finish at 4. We know it goes beyond that. And so well done to your team, well done to all the kids in the school. I mean, if they don't connect with us and make us feel worthwhile of why we do it, then we wouldn't do it, is it? They're part of the journey, aren't they? Every
absolutely.
One of them.
Absolutely. I love my job.
And when you see them a few years later,
I'm so proud.
Yeah.
So some of the children, as I say, our setting suits them. They've achieved their GCSEs a year early. We've managed to get A levels for them. They've gone on to college. We're so proud of them. Really, really proud of everything that they do and all of their achievements. So it's good.
Good. Sounds good to me. And you name your school again?
It's Riverside Meadows Academy.
Oh, I'll have to check that out. Have a look. It's been a pleasure having you in. I didn't know you was a fan of the station. I've got to say a big shout to Mark Manning for hooking this up. And you for being very patient with me this morning, because quite a few guests we've had this morning, hasn't it?
Yeah,
interesting.
It has been.
Did you learn anything new today?
I have learnt quite a lot. I just want to say just one thing with the COVID. Mark Manning's show, which is on the Friday. When we were working, there was no weekend. We were working for the weekend, but the weekend never came because nothing was going to happen. So we all used to tune in to Mark's, and we'd all have a virtual drink and everything. So I just want to say thank you to Mark, because that was without it would have made it a little bit harder, but it was good. Really good.
Well, don't be a stranger now.
Okay.
So you know where we are, you know what we're about, and as you've become part of our family now, is there, if we ever need to speak to you with advice and support on interviews going forward to do with education, would you be keen to help? I know you're busy. Don't want to add any more to your work now, but I'm just because I'm terrible. I'm like, someone will say something, goes, I know someone. I'll be like, I know somebody. Her name's Sarah. She came to the radio station one time. I have to find her number, and I'll be like that. So, but we all be positive. It's all positive stuff. So, so just beware. Like now, you're in the phone book of the family phone book now. Brilliant. That a message or a call could come through. But it's great work with what you do. As I said, I think education is one of the toughest jobs to do as a teacher out there. I've been into schools and I've come out and I was like, how do they do it? I think you have to be a special breed of person to do it and do it really well. So well done to all those teachers out there who worked all the way through. Well done to you and your school and that. And we'll take a couple of pictures here and we'll put it up on our website, get a bit of support. What do you
Thank
think?
you.
Good.
That's great.
Right,
Thank you very much.
I've been choosing all the music this morning. I mean, I'm not going to say, I'm going to say it. Is there a song that you'd like to hear?
There is.
Is there?
Yeah,
I was hoping
yeah.
you'd say no. Some people say, no, you choose. And then I'm all right.
No,
But, I mean, because you're an avid listener, what is it would you like to hear?
I really like Toast by Coffee.
Do you?
Uh-huh.
Do you like the remix with Butcher Benton, or do you just want the original?
No, you're asking. I don't know.
We'll go, because you said we'll go for the original. I won't mix it. I won't mix it up. Just saying.
Okay.
All right, so you can introduce it for us?
No, I'm not there yet.
Well, for our award-winning teacher this morning, the Pearson National Teaching Awards, going there to Sarah. Thank you for joining us this
Thank you
morning
very
on
much for
Inspiration
having
FM.
me.